Narcissistic women, just like narcissistic men, can play the victim oh so well that you don't recognise that you are indeed dealing with a narcissist. So a few examples of a female's narcissistic behaviour and the tactics they use to get their needs met by other people, to exploit other people. One of the first things a female narcissistic person might use is their sexuality to draw people into them. That in one sense is their charismatic charm. They use their sexuality to draw people to them. Not only do they do this, they also weaponize their sexuality against others. They also weaponize sex against others in order to get their needs met by others. And this isn't just a case of they've got a headache, they've had a long day, they can't be bothered. This is when they're not getting their own way. They then use it against you in order to get their own way. Now, it's not just inclusive of females to weaponize sex. Males can also do this. When it comes to a female narcissist, they will be extremely patronizing. They will be unnecessarily unkind over things that they don't even need to be unkind about. They will nitpick at the small things. They will slowly chip away at you. Whatever you do for them will never be enough for them. They're running from the same criteria no matter what the sex. So they're looking to get everything their own way. They're looking to exploit people. They're looking to bring everybody else down so that they can feel better within themselves. They're looking to make people feel inferior so that they can be superior. And with their extreme pettiness, they will hold grudges against others for the very things they did to others. Or they will hold grudges simply because they're envious of what another person has. A female narcissist will happily be the other woman simply because they're envious of the relationship that that other person has. What they don't recognise in this is that other person hasn't got a genuine relationship, because the relationship, that other relationship, is happy to, one party is happy to have another party enter the relationship. So the other woman wins nothing other than somebody who is willing to lie, cheat and be disloyal to their partner. They're very passive aggressive, so they will sulk very easily. They will play the victim very easily. They will fall silent very easily. And yes, when someone hurts people's feelings, it's very easy to fall silent and not know what to say, which is often why when a narcissist falls silent on us, we wonder what we've done to hurt their feelings. And as they have had their feelings hurt as such, they've received a narcissistic injury. So simply saying no to them is going to hurt their feelings, because to a narcissist, the world revolves around them. However, they will project out onto you and accuse you of making everything about you so that you question yourself and not their behaviour. The female narcissist is extremely good at playing the victim in order to take somebody else down and gain that sympathetic attention from those around them, so that the other person's life and livelihood is ruined, and the female narcissist is the one who is being pandered to and gaining that admiration, the attention that they believe they're entitled to. Yes, when it comes to a genuine victim, a narcissistic male will then claim that the female is playing the victim in order to exploit everybody. So it is often quite challenging to recognise who is the genuine victim and who is playing the victim, as more often than not, a narcissist can play the victim better than the actual victim. The actual victim is usually questioning themselves, doubting themselves, still trying to figure out ways to make it work, finding it difficult to go no contact. The female narcissist tends to have extreme vanity, especially the somatic narcissist. It will be all about the looks. You might have never seen them without any makeup on. The figure has to be perfect. The hair has to be perfect. There cannot be any imperfections. They have to cover and hide any and all imperfections. They are all about the looks. These are the ones who tend to go to the extreme in the cosmetic surgery. Not all. You can have the vulnerable, the fragile narcissist. You can even have the cerebral female narcissist, which is all about intellect. And with their intellect, they are going to go all out to belittle others, to criticize others, to mock others. And they usually have the intelligence to do this. However, it's not necessarily confidence and intelligence. What it is arrogance. In order for them to perceive themselves as better and as superior, they have to tear everybody else down. When you meet a genuine, intelligent, confident person, male or female, they look to raise other people up, and they will also admit the things they don't know. When you're dealing with a female narcissistic person who is intelligent, they're going to look to take everybody else down, to judge everybody else. They are very good at acting all sweet and innocent in public, all nicey-nicey, with their charismatic charm and weaponizing their sexuality. And some cerebral will act very dumb in public so that people underestimate them. Yet in the privacy of their own home, they reveal who they truly are. They will purposefully create conflict, gossip about people, and then stand back when they get caught out and say, well, I didn't mean it. Well, I didn't realise it'd work out like that. Well, if they hadn't, then I wouldn't. And they turn into the victim and act all sweet and innocent like it was nothing to do with them. They thrive off conflict and drama. They thrive off playing people against each other. When they have a friend in need, they might rush over to that friend in need to get a sick kind of enjoyment out of that friend's suffering while pretending to help that friend out, to sell the outside world an illusion of just how amazing they are. And when they're not getting their own way with that friend, when they're not getting the attention of just how helpful and wonderful they are, they move on to somebody new. They switch from friend to friend depending on which friend is serving them. This isn't a case of they have busy lives and they meet up with a couple of friends and then all the friends get on with their lives, and they might meet up with a couple of other friends and then they meet up. This is a case of they will call a friend when they need something from that friend, and then when that friend needs them, they will not be there unless they can gain the attention by being there. They can have that extreme neediness. So you pity them, you feel sorry for them. They can't seem to do anything for themselves. They really, really need you. Or in order to put somebody else down on the other end of the scale, they can be some of the most independent people you could ever meet. Now, this isn't a case of a female, this isn't a case of a female with a male narcissist who fails to do stuff for the female, so the female learns to do stuff for herself, and then the male narcissist tells the female how she does it all wrong. This is a case of a female narcissist who is going to devalue another person by showing how the other person is inferior and can't do everything, and tell the other person how they do everything wrong. We can have that in relationships where we like things to be done a certain way, and it is difficult to communicate these things. However, with a female narcissist, they're looking to nitpick and chip away at any little thing because they can't see the positive. They have to look for the negative in everything. They are extremely judgmental of others. However, if they behave in a manner that they are judging within others, within their own behaviour, they will find a justification for it, an excuse for it. Well, nobody ever helped me. Well, I've had such a terrible time. or they did this to me. So they will find a way to justify their own behaviour, yet as they lack empathy, they're not interested in the cause of another person's behaviour. They just go around judging it and spreading rumours, spreading gossip, spreading lies. They go all out to shame, blame, humiliate, mock and guilt trip others in order to get their own way. They will never admit fault. Narcissistic people do not like being in the wrong. So even if they realise later down the line that they were in the wrong, because we can all be wrong, they won't turn around afterwards and go, actually, I got that slightly wrong. They will dig their heels in and be adamant that they are in the right and other people are in the wrong, to the point where they will go all out to play the victim or to blame or shame or act like a child and sort of stick their fingers in their ears and say, I don't want to talk about this anymore, as they go all out to be right in any given situation. They're extremely patronising. They seek to tear other people down any way they can. They can mock you simply with their tone of voice, yet when your tone of voice shifts towards them, they project on you and say, oh, you don't have to speak to me like that, as they continue to play the victim. And when they are being patronising, they're going to turn around and say, you always, and then some sort of negative remark, or you never, and then some sort of negative remark to tear everybody else down, to feel better about themselves. There are lots of different signs of a female narcissist. Any you notice, please add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a new book out, which is 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, which I shall also put the link into the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.